When a narcissist dismisses your life experience. This one is not really in regards to my narcissistic mother or even my former bio family. It doesn't really apply to what I've recently experienced. But this is more in regards to a narcissistic troll that I've encountered in my other channel that I haven't really done any more videos on, and realizing that I really bitten off more than what I could chew, and I haven't done anything to my fitness channel as well, so I'm more considering and maybe discontinuing those two channels and mainly just focus solely on my narcissism channel. It's a learning experience, and I guess I just have so much passion to give as far as sharing my life experiences and sharing things about fitness, but I can do that in other ways. And doing it on two other separate channels other than this channel, I'm not going to do any more videos as far as my other two channels. The fitness channel I had, the one that was called Driven to be Fit, and the other one was supposed to be Life Experiences with Mary Ellen, and I've decided that I'm not going to be able to juggle those two channels along with this channel here that's really has really grown as my narcissism channel. This channel here is not going anywhere. And like I said, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And I just really feel that my heart just needs to be helping a lot of you out there survive narcissistic abuse. And a lot of you are progressing. There's some of you that's progressing. There's some of them that may be stuck. There's some of you that's found my channel and was really in the realizations of what happened to you and empowering yourself about what narcissism is, and basically being able to relate to my videos about narcissism and what I went through. So anyway, without further ado, it's going to come as part of the territory. Aside from going no contact and cutting out the narcissist in your life out, but there's narcissistic trolls. That comes part of the territory. And as you get stronger, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and have overcame and have survived and found closure about the narcissistic abuse that you've been subjected to, just like I have, you really develop a backbone. And those of you that has followed me for a very long time has seen the transformation in me. And I'm going to keep the life experiences with Mary Ellen channel still up. I want to keep it up. I mean, I'm not going to remove the channel, but I did have a very recent experience, and I'm going to be more like this. It's like once I spot a narcissist trying to attack me, attack my intelligence, try to discredit me, try to devalue me, try to dismiss the experiences in my life that I went through, trust me, from this point on, I'm going to expose that person, their screen name and all, because it's my way of fighting back, and it's my way of showing you and making an example of that narc troll that tries to tear me down. And recently, for days, maybe even past couple weeks, this person is a down outright narc. And this person commented on a video that I had made on my life experience channel where I talk about how useless a college degree is. And I'm going to try to maybe skim through it all, maybe, and just give you a taste of what this person's about. And this person, if I can get this here, this person goes by the name of Yobachi 2007. It's a guy, it's a screen name, and believe me, I'm going to expose this person to the umpteenth degree. And it's not a means of giving that person attention, but no, it's exposing this person and how I've handled this person, because I know what a narcissist is. I could spot one dead on, and I know how to handle. And I've just gotten to the point, I'm not going to back down. I'm going to stand my ground. And basically, in the end, I really wore this person out to the degree to where this person just threw their hands up and said, well, I'm done. Because I refuse to back down on what I believe. And there's many people out there, like myself, that has been through college not once but twice and still cannot get a job. And it's through my experience, and I'm sure there's plenty of other people that can relate and really agree with me, that really the most powerful, the best way to really get a job, especially in a field that you went to school for, is always going to be through somebody you know, or you know somebody who knows somebody on the inside. Plain simple. So anyway, I'm going to expose some things about what this Yobachi 2007 has really tried to attack me on. And his very first comment is, so your personal experience just proves a universal fact, because no one with a marketing degree has, and he puts every instead of ever, worked professionally in marketing. Be bitter if you want to, but your bitterness doesn't equal fact. And throughout the whole conversation, all he wants to do is talk about fact this and fact that. Well, that's not a fact, and that's a... Well, I don't live by facts. Facts don't mean shit to me. It's reality. It's what is. And that's the type of person I'm discovering myself to be. I live by reality. I live by what is, not fact. You know, anybody could have their own facts, and I'm not going to go by world facts. No, I'm going to go by what I've experienced. And sharing my experiences out there, I have a right to do so. But this person just tried to weigh me down. Believe me, the end result was he did not succeed. He basically threw his hands up and say, you know, I'm through, I'm finished. Because I refuse to back down on what I believe. And when I believe something strongly, and something such as gone to school not once but twice and still cannot get a job with either one of my degrees. And I've seen people who went through school just like I did, and they were able to find jobs in their field. How? Through somebody they knew. They knew somebody, or knew somebody who knew somebody on the inside. That's reality. So, anyway, basically, I just kind of just said, you know, that who are you? Who died and made you God? You don't know me. You haven't even been in my shoes. So who the hell do you think you are? And I put my personal experience as reality. Facts don't mean shit. And I live by reality, not worldly facts. So then this person, this Yubachi 2007 says, well, you must have had insiders to land your job, quoting what I said. And he puts laughing out loud, okay, tell yourself that it makes you feel better. My only connection is Yeshua HaMashiach or whatever, known to most as Jesus Christ. But then that is indeed a great connection to have. So he's throwing this religion angle at me, you know, talking about God to me, you know, and it's like, I believe in God, I believe in a higher power, I do, but we all know that narcissists love to hide behind religion, and I know this guy's hiding by religion. How? Because he's sitting there judging me by what I said in that video. And it's like, that's not his job to judge. I mean, you're a believer in God. I mean, and somewhere in the conversation I did state that said, oh, well, you're a believer in God, but you're sitting here judging me. Right there, I knew this narc troll piece of shit is hiding behind religion. So, then basically I just said, well, don't preach to me about your God or whoever you serve, you know, because it's crock. Because obviously it's some, you know, I believe in higher power, and I don't need someone to sit here and throw, well, you know, something about this Yahshua Hamashiach, known to most as Jesus Christ, you know, and that's a great connection to have. But they're going to sit there and turn around and judge me based on my views and what I've experienced. So basically, it says what, and this is what part of my comment, it says, whatever has gone your way is nothing but luck. And I just kind of just said something like, you know, you must have had everything handed to you on a silver platter, you know. And it says, and you didn't face any type of hardship, you know. And I put, you have no damn clue of what hardship I have been through, and you probably don't give a shit either, and I don't expect you to. So I've just put, well, take your God and shove it where the sun don't shine. Now, like I said, I believe in a higher power, but there's other people that call these names out in wherever they're at. And this person comes off, the way he sounded to me, sounds like he's just some guy that came off the banana boat, you know, and had everything handed to him on a silver platter, where I am an American-born citizen, and I'm going through fucking hell, you know. So it was just his demeanor, you know, that just gave me the impression that this guy must have had everything handed to him. Never had to go through any hardship. But then I basically just said, you know, just take your God and shove it where the sun don't shine. And it goes, I don't preach, but now I am. And then saying that you failed and you've taken the antidote and claimed it to be a fact, and it's not. And talking about his degrees and got him 80% increase income in 5 years, yada, yada, yada. And it's going to sit here and tell me you don't have to know somebody to get a job. A high-paying job, especially as something that you went to school for, yes, you do. That's what I've experienced. But his attack towards me and this whole conversation, it's just, he was just acting very, very dismissive. Saying that my experience don't mean nothing. My experience isn't fact. Well, somewhere in this conversation, I did tell him, I said, you know what? You could have more degrees than a thermometer, and I don't give a damn how much education you have, but experience is the best teacher, and there's things experiences will teach you that you can't learn in a classroom. So this jerk's trying to insult my intelligence, and I know the sky is blue, and he's going to sit here and tell me that the sky is maroon, you know? And so, as you get mentally strong, I mean, you spot things right on. And you just get to the point and say, you know what? I'm going to speak up for what I believe in. And if I had to fight this person with humor or use reverse psychology, and I've several videos back I talk about doing reverse psychology, and it pretty much does work. And most of all, if you laugh at them and tell them to keep up with their babble about their stupid facts, and tell them that, hey, I'm laughing at you, you're funny, you ought to be a comedian. That there shuts a narcissist up. When you laugh at them and you mirror their behavior, oh, they really back off. A good majority of them really. And this guy backed off when I was making fun of him and just mirroring his behavior back to him. I've made comments like, well, I'm taking a page out of your own book. Giving him a dose of his own medicine. And when you give a narcissist a dose of their own medicine, they really don't like it. And some of them just vanish. Or they just throw their hands up and say, well, I'm out of here. Because I stood my ground. I fought for what I believe in. And I'm a fighter. I know about gaslighting. I know about their dismissive behavior. I know about the strategies of a narcissist. I've had experience because I had a narcissistic mother, along with my piece of shit bio sisters, her flying monkeys, and other people associated with her. So, you know, that's what being mentally strong and being a survivor is all about. And whether a person is a narcissist or not, you reach a point to where you're mentally strong and you know how to fight back with a narcissist, because there is a way to fight back, and that is you refuse to back down. You don't have to prove nothing to the narcissist, but you sure would have to know or learn how. You learn it, you develop it, and how to fight back and not backing down, because that's what a narcissist wants you to do. They want you to back down. They want to dismiss the fact that stuff you experienced in your lifetime and you're trying to accomplish something, and be so dismissive and say, well, your life experience don't mean nothing. You know, it's not fact. That's not the only way. Or they just pick one thing and just really blow your point all out of context. And that's what this troll was trying to do, the Shibachi 2007. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yobachi 2007. And I'm going to make it a point that any narcissistic troll, whether it be on this channel or my life experience channel, believe me, here I have a message for those trolls. And my message is, you attack me, bring it on. Because I know strategies to fight these trolls. And I've always heard things like, ignore them, don't give them any energy, blah, 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 blah. But let me tell you something. I've ignored my lord-ass sister for years. Even long before I went no contact with my narcissistic mother. And I've ignored. And she just kept going and going. Doing things to provoke me. Whether it's harassing my youngest daughter. And even my oldest daughter, when my oldest daughter used to live there with my narcissistic mother. And believe me, she never stops. So I don't really believe you can ignore up to a certain point, yes. But if it's constantly going and going and going and going and going, then at some point you have to put the narcissist in their place in such a way that, number one, you refuse to back down. And number two, the strategies of really putting a narc in their place by using reverse psychology and laughter and mirroring and making fun of them, mirror their behavior. Oh, they hate that. Doing things that they hate is really. And once they back down, and they will, then that's your victory. So with this Hibachi 2007 that I stood my ground upon in the comments underneath that video of mine, of my life experience channel where I talk about how useless a college degree is, I stood my ground with this jerk, with this narcissistic troll jerk. But, I faced many other trolls, some on this channel. And I have, way back then, in one of my videos where I exposed a troll that attacked me on my channel by calling me at that time a fat ass and all that crap and so forth and so forth. But this guy's kind of, this Hibachi 2007 is weak. Is a very, very weak narcissistic troll, that is. And basically, I just kind of say, well, okay, you must be wearing a monkey suit, talking about this income and you're making such great money. Well, guess what? I work for myself now. My own way, I work for myself. And, and I kind of, I'm my own boss. So, basically kind of just putting this person in place. But like I said, this person just, there's some weak narcissists out there, and there's some of them that really headstrong, but hey, regardless, they can be worn down. And just knowing the strategies of pissing them off and kind of turn the tables, you will win. And it's not so much a matter of winning, but it's more the thing of where you just stand your ground, you refuse to back down. Because all the years that I have been abused by my narcissistic mother and my late enabling father, I've had years and years and years of where I've backed down. As a child and even in my early adult years. Now I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm stronger. I overcame. I found closure. I rediscovered myself, found myself, reinvented myself, finding out who I am, made myself the most healthiest person that I could ever be, and I'm a winner. And many of you out there are very, very capable of doing the same. Because what I did is no different than what many of you are doing. And that is, I took it day by day and made progress. And I will keep saying it again, that many of you are very capable of doing it. Of taking it day by day. At your own way, in your own pace, as long as you make progress. Even if it's a mustard seed. Bit of progress is better than no progress at all. But if you make a point to make some type of progress each day, you're headed in the right direction. You really are. And when this narcissist Yubachi 2007 actually backed down. I felt so much stronger. You have to stand your ground. And you do it in a way that pisses them off and causes them to run away. Reverse psychology, mirroring, laughing at them, humor, because you send them off running with their tail in between their legs. So that just goes to show that this goes to show you what strength that you do start getting once you've reached the point that I'm at. And I'm here to encourage each and every one of you that you can do it. And I'm proud of each and every one of you. Wherever your level is, I'm proud of all of you. Even though I don't know all of you personally, but I know deep inside my heart, I know you're making progress. And as long as you're doing that, your life will get better. And those of you out there that have just found my channel in the very beginning stages, I encourage you to keep empowering yourself and learn as much as you can about narcissism as possible. And learn about what the narcissist or the narcissist in your life are all about. Because you gotta know your enemy. You have to know your enemy. And knowing your narcissist and how they run and how they operate and how they tick and what makes them tick, it'll give you, and learning the strategies of how to deal with them. Once you learn how to do that, it's so liberating. It's so powerful. You feel powerful. And I feel very powerful each and every day. And like I said, I mean, once you overcome and get to the point to where I'm at, you can spot an arc within a fart. And I'm just being funny about it, but you can really, really spot an arc within a fart smell away. You really can. And knowing your narc and sizing them up of where they fit at in the category of narcissism, because there's so many there's so many categories, the somatic, the cerebral, the psychopathic, the malignant, so forth and so forth. Those categories. Once you know how to size the narcs up in your life, and once you get your mind stronger, and it takes work. Once you get there, you'll know how to deal with them effectively. And not just so much narcs in your life, but any other narc that you would interact with, whether it be internet or comments in forums or comments even on my channel or other fellow YouTubers channels that do videos about narcissism like I do. And like I said, I'm going to be exposing anybody, any troll that attacks me, whether it be on this channel or my other channel, the Life Experience channel. I want to expose their screen name and expose them for who they are. Because, this person has no empathy. This person just wants me to think the way they want me to think, want to try to control how I think, and just dismiss my life experience. Believe me, that person had a fight on their hands, and I fought back. But using the strategies that will make a narc back so quick. And I've mentioned those strategies, reverse psychology and so forth. And it worked. So, anyway, I thought I would share to you my recent experience about this Yubachi 2007 that made all these comments on my life experience channel under the video of how useless a college degree is. And if you're interested in reading about those comments, just type up life experiences with Mary Allen, click on it, and then find the video about how I talk about how useless a college degree is, because obviously this jerk has no idea of how frustrating it is to find a job in your field that you went to school for and you worked your ass off for and kept your grades up and graduate with honors, and no one won't look at you. Won't even give you a chance. But then I've taken a look around and seen people that went to school like I did, same school that I did, graduated the same time I did, in the field of medical billing and code, and they came out with jobs. And I had nothing. I had interviews lined up at that time. Nothing ever materialized. And I tried for well over a year, and I just got to the point, at some point, hey, it got to the point to where I wasn't too proud to take any job, even if it was something outside my field, and I was forced to do that. So, anyway, don't know what the next video will be, but all I can just say is stay tuned. And those of you that have found my channel, I welcome you with loving open arms. And those of you that has followed me for a very long time, and even those of you that's followed me since day one of my channel, I thank you wholeheartedly for following me and just giving me your support by your feedbacks. And not just the followers that's been here for that's followed me for a long time, but everybody. I've always welcomed everybody's feedback. And like I said, I wouldn't care how old a video I've done. If it was a year or so ago, comment on it. I still welcome it. It's never too late to comment on any videos, no matter how recent or how much older. But I greatly appreciate everybody's subscription here on my channel. And just to give you an update, I really decided to, and I don't know if I've mentioned this in my last video or so, but I decided to go back to school. And it's actually I think a 5 or 6 month program for where I go for my NASM certification. And I believe it stands for National Association of Sports Medicine. It's what they call NASM, and it's I'm pursuing the professional, well, not professional, but the personal training part of fitness. And since I teach group fitness at my gym that I go to, I'm already in the field, and I've already gotten experience, and I've been doing this since I've been doing the group fitness thing at my gym since January of this year. So with that, up until now and until I graduate, I'm going to have a lot of experience. And plus, I've been in the fitness realm since 2003, up until when I got injured from my last job, and that set me back. But eventually, once I got stronger and going back to the gym and lost 65 pounds. I mean, it made myself healthier. And now I'm teaching classes, and I was like, so I want to become a personal trainer. So with all that I've known, because I have 13 years experience just in fitness in itself, I know that I won't have any problems being in the fitness world, because then now I'm very versatile. I could teach group fitness, and then once I get my national certification, then I can become a personal trainer. And that is going on. And a job that I have now, basically I'm kind of like what they call a floater driver, um, doing shuttles and things of that nature, and I could basically make my own schedule. So that's where I'm my own boss. I mean, yes, I had to give a boss my schedule, but I'm the boss as far as my time's concerned. And so that's also a great thing. So anyway, that's pretty much what's going on with me on the forefront. And so now it's just back in the routine of studying, like I did when I went to school for medical billing and coding. And but at least this time, the program is not going to be a year long like my medical billing and coding major was, but my national, I think, is at least 6 months long. I think it's either 5 or 6 months. But anyway, I'm really excited about it, and I just know I've been put on this earth for a reason, and that's just to help others be fit and to be healthy. And I've already inspired a lot of people at my gym to lose weight and become healthier. And so it's good knowing that I know what my purpose is to inspire others to become healthier. And also on this channel, from all that I went through with narcissistic abuse that I went through with my narcissistic mother and late enabling father and my narcissistic bio sisters, knowing all that and what I went through and what I had to do to survive and to be the best person, the healthiest person that I could be, is creating this channel and sharing my story out here. And I know there's probably some of you out there that might consider maybe gathering up the courage to maybe expose your narcissist, and there's some of you people that don't want to for reasons that are well understandable. But I have to say, and I've said this before too, that yes, it does take a lot of courage to expose your narcissist and even create your own channel and expose them. It does take a lot of guts to do. And it took me some time, and along with some great influences like Ollie Matthews and Narcissism Survivor, and the guy named James, the Be Good, I think it's about Be Good 4000 or something like that, and many other fellow YouTubers that's done, and one called Light of Knowledge, and many other good, awesome YouTube channels that talk about narcissism. That a lot of them greatly influenced me to really just finally just gathered some balls, grew and gathered some balls, and say, damn it, I'm going to do this. It's for my healing, it's for me to heal, and for me to share to the world what I've been through. And now, with the work and stuff I knew I had to do, now and for a long time now, I'm out there helping many of you out there survive what I went through, and we're all in the same boat. We're all in this together. So like I said, anybody that on this channel, on my channel, that would like for me to share their story on my channel, believe me, even if you were to say it's okay for me to share your name, I prefer not to, because I believe in believe in confidentiality. But I'd be happy if you would like for me to share your story out there without mentioning your name, or if you have a question, a concern, or whatever it is, or maybe questions about the things that I had to do to survive, or how I developed my mental strength and become the person that I am now, don't be afraid to ask me. And even if you ask me, you know, I would actually would have to. I mean, I won't mention your name definitely by any means, but I would share it on my channel. But I don't mention names, and that's a motto I'm going to keep on my channel. I don't share names on this channel because I believe in privacy. I believe in just keeping a name out of the equation, even though I acknowledge who you are and what you've been through. But I can still share your story, and if you'd like for me to, or if you have any suggestions on what you would like for me to talk about or go in more depth, I really, really welcome it. So anyway, enough of me babbling a lot, but my email address is maryallen7079@yahoo.com. If you want to shoot me an email, tell me your story, share with me your story so I can share it on my channel, or questions that you may have when I went through my journey, or even through your own journey. Not necessarily mine, but this channel right now is about you now. And if there's anything that I could, I know like I said, I'm no licensed psychotherapist or psychologist, but we all don't have to have that degree to really know about what narcissism is, because hey, we all lived it. We all lived it. We've all been victims, and many of us are still victims, depending upon what level of your recovery that you're at. Because at some point, you'll just go from victim to survivor, and there's no straddling the fence at all. I don't believe in straddling the fences either. You're still a victim or you're a survivor. But you will get to the point to where you're a survivor, but you have to want it bad enough, and you have to do the work, just like anything else. Just like anything else that's worth getting, it's worth working for. Just like losing weight, you have to do the work. So anyway, like I said, stay tuned for my next video. I don't know what it will be about, and if something comes across my mind, or like I said, if I get another troll, rather if it's on this channel here or my other channel, Life Experiences with Mary Allen channel, believe me, this person's name will be exposed to the umpteenth degree. And that's basically that. So anyway, this is Mary Allen signing off. And as always, I wish you love, I wish you peace, and I wish you joy. Hope many of you out there are doing well. Hope that all of you are really progressing well into your recovery and that you're making progress. And just know, I believe in each and every one of you to turn your life around to where you know who you are. You discovered who you are, and that you become a survivor like me and Ollie and many other fellow YouTubers out here. that along. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And above all else, thank you for your feedback. Thank you. Take care.